All right. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Car Talk on Monday. It's no biggie.
Yeah, Sunday Car Talk on Monday.
For real, man. What's been up, though?
Nothing much, man. Trying to not be busy, and trying to get some stuff squared away related to some of the things we're going to talk about this evening.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, man. Other than that, though, bro, just chilling, dude.
All right, man. So the title for today's stream is basically talking about the ACC update. So I put out a video not too long ago, and it was kind of like discussing a lot of the hints, rumors, and actual confirmations.
Hint, hint.
Hints, right? But been a lot
Hmm.
of there's been a lot more confirmations that have been going out. Um, I wanted to share one in particular that's really going to change it. Like you know how when we do our like engineering sessions over there on the Black
Hmm.
Brain Trust,
Yeah.
this one is really going to be. It's going to kind of change some stuff. Um, let's see. So it's this right here. So on the new one, basically they're going to change the tire model.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
changing tire models.
hmm
Ooh.
So basically, you know how it be like maxing out your negative toe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be no more. Um,
So
yeah, so like
survive to excessive negative toe. So.
right, and this is written by
Mm.
Thomas Harrison Lord over at Traction, and he writes, "Goodbye excessive negative toe setups with a set of course of competition, as a wider tire pressure operating window and changes to the tire model should cause imbalanced tire temperatures."
Oh,
Yeah, so
okay. Can you take that link and then post it in the chat?
bet.
Yeah, yeah. So people, if they catch the replay or what have you, and they want to check that article out.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I definitely
Interesting.
post that in there for you guys.
Okay.
But the tire pressure, range, and flex changes. In short, the pressures will have a wider window to work in, where it works more realistically with the alignment as well to give tires more or less flex, traction, movement, lateral support, and how much heat gets generated in different places on tire. In theory, being able to find perfect grip at 26.5 should no longer be possible. It was never 26.5 to
Wait,
begin with.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, I was going to say I thought it was 27
It's 12. It's
point
27. It's
five
27.7.
point five 27.7. Okay, but
Yeah.
wait, go back to that previous point. So, what did it say again about the being able to find the perfect? What did it say?
It says in theory, being able to find perfect grip at 26.5 should no longer be possible.
I didn't know that was a thing. Okay.
Well, you remember that's why we say 27.7.
Yeah, but they were saying in theory at 26 point. I didn't that 26.5. That was a number I wasn't familiar with.
I don't think that that's a real number. I think they're just saying like that's why he says in theory. Like he's
Oh,
basically like saying like okay, we say 27.7. So basically 27.7 it won't be perfect grip. It's all
got it,
based on it's
got it,
based on the balance of the car.
which actually is true.
This is the way it should be, right?
Yeah, is which way it should be. Yes. Okay.
How the tire flexes will become more prominent. Using different pressures front to rear can increase stability or assist with rotation. This is interesting. In theory, a high speed, high downforce corner requires higher pressures to offer more support and less tire flex. A slow speed, excuse me, low downforce corner requires a low pressure to provide more flex, thus helping the car pivot. It's up to you to find the sweet spot. Ooh,
Mm.
this is going to change some stuff.
It is.
Because we all know that like tire pressures is a real big deal. And the fact that you can't just go out there and be like, listen, I need to get the tires at this temperature. Now this is gonna mess with brake ducts, not only brake
Do you think
ducts.
it's gonna? Well, okay. I would say, do you think? But this is all in pursuit of making these types of adjustments far more accurate, right?
What
Like you were saying, now when you factor in like brake duct adjustments, brake settings, stuff like that,
hmm
right? With
hmm
this revised tire model update, might
hmm
change a little bit of what you might do with that stuff, right?
Yeah, it will, man. It
Mm-hmm.
will because I know my workflow. Usually when I go out there is I like to get my brake ducts right. Like I like to have my brake ducts right so I can have my brake temperatures at the right, the right temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think I would still do that, but it's kind of like I now got to figure out. It's just I feel like I'm gonna spend more time now trying to get my pressures right, and like I don't know what's right anymore. But the thing about it is just give it about a week, and somebody's
Yeah,
gonna figure it out.
I was gonna say, do you think it's more or less just a feel adjustment? And what I'm saying is that okay, they do the update, and then what we do, like we do the engineering sessions, and what we're doing is we're kind of feeling out where it's right, and
Hmm.
then we just readjust, right?
Hmm.
But the overall driving of the car is not going to greatly change, right? It was just how how the tire model was, right? And they're just trying to update it to make it more fine tuned, so to speak, right? So that means you just kind of readjust or just learn the proper tire settings by doing the engineering sessions, and then when we lock in, right? But the car should still perform in much the same way once we hit optimal temperatures.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I don't
No.
know because I don't know what the optimal temperature is going to be because all right, so 27
Oh,
points.
because they said theoretically, if you were going to use that as a number, that's no longer the case.
That's no longer the case
Right.
because it's also going to be dependent on how your car is set up balance wise. So,
Hmm.
like for instance, right here, right, check this out. In theory, a high speed, high downforce corner requires higher pressures to offer more support and less tire flex. A slow speed, low downforce corner requires a low pressure to
Hmm.
provide more flex, thus
Hmm.
helping the car pivot. It's up to you to find the sweet spot. So it's kind of like all right, so for instance on one track maybe the sweet spot is 27.7, but
Hmm.
then if you go to a maybe a
Yeah. Yeah.
with less
Yep.
downforce like spa for instance, there's less
Yep.
downforce. If you go to spa
Yep.
it's not going to be
It's not going to
27.7.
be that. It's going to be something
it's
else.
it's going to be it's going to be a slow speed low downforce corner requires a lower pressure, so on spa it's going to be a lower pressure.
24, 25,
I don't know
maybe.
about that low,
Well,
but it's going to be
I don't know. I just
it's probably going to be like in the 26s maybe. I don't
okay.
know.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think that's interesting right there, though.
Okay.
All right. It continues. Tire temperature range tweaks. There's now a marginally wider tire temperature range. Wow, with a core of 70 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but whatever. Well, potential flash lows of 50 degrees Celsius and highs of 120 degrees Celsius. You might be right, bro. As
What's
far
that?
as when we saying going low, like 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This means monitoring the difference between outside and inside temperatures is as pivotal as ever, with suspension alignment, camber, and toe being the main impact on temperatures. Oh my god!
What? Bro, are we gonna have to like
Yeah,
relearn?
well, our setups are going to be out of the
Like
window,
that's what I'm
bro.
saying. Are we just gonna have to just delete these all these setups?
Damn, bro, that's crazy. I mean, well, all
Woo.
right. So here's one good thing, right?
Hmm.
For the people that are real engineers on this game, what's up, Zone in the chat? He's another one of our real
Yo.
engineers.
Yeah.
For our real engineers,
Troll slash engineer. No, I'm
right?
joking. Episode's on.
So for our real engineers, they'll be able to get this right, and they'll be able to make money because they'll be able to sell
Oh
setups.
man, yeah. You know what? That this is a whole new. This
Yeah,
is sort of like we
yeah,
just refreshed that setup market, huh?
yeah. They basically refreshing the
You just
setup market.
reset it. Yep. You just
Yeah.
reset that shit.
Now for people like me that like I buy like for instance, I bought like this one guy setup. I can't remember the website, but I bought this one guy setup, and it's like it's an NSX setup for every single track, right?
Hmm.
And then I just make my tweaks here and there. But here's the thing: like now, you can't make your tweaks and just assume that it's just gonna be better. Now it's like it impacts everything.
Yeah, you kind of don't know now, right? You have to sort of and it's not relearning the car. It's, you know what it's akin to? It's akin to say like you went from Bridgestone to Pirellis, right?
Yeah,
Last season
Mhm.
you guys ran Bridgestones. This season you're running Pirellis. So the tire is different, right? It's a different manufacturer, different manufacturing processes, et cetera, right? We used to
Mhm.
see that with different racing series have those quote unquote tire wars, right?
Mhm.
So, I think it's much the same way where it's almost like you have to learn this new tire. I'm throwing that in air quotes.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Zone just said relearn everything. Yeah, for the most part. Because aerodynamics, like you said, like the brake ducts, the brake like brake settings, aerodynamics, all that is really going to have to kind of be rethought.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is we got 2 days to prepare for this.
Well,
So
wait,
I get
no, isn't it tomorrow? It's for the 18th, right? That's tomorrow, doesn't it? Doesn't it drop tomorrow?
the 19th.
It drops on the 19th.
Yeah, the 19th.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just purchase it tonight, and
Oh, so you can. Well, that's what I was saying. You might not. What are you going to purchase?
wait, can't you just pre-purchase it through Steam?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like you don't like think. You remember we were talking about the earlier, like the purchase, like the actual
No,
update
oh no,
itself
no,
is.
no, no, no. You're right. It's gonna be just an update, but I need to make a purchase
Yeah, yeah. You got.
because I don't have. I need to get the American pack. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. Okay.
yeah. Which brings us to another point, but we'll come back to this. But we're gonna have to purchase like a track, like a track pack. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that the track pack includes more than one track. They've confirmed Valencia, which I've never raced on anyways, but they confirmed that. So
Mm, okay.
I don't know. We'll see
Well,
what
we'll
goes.
see. Like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything up to date.
Hmm.
And because this will be it for ACC.
So is this going to be the? Because here's the thing, though. Say for instance, the GT2 pack is not on this update.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think that this is going to be the last update?
Yeah,
So where would the
because
GT? They
because
were
what
talking
they're
about the
working,
GT2.
I, dude. I'm hoping it wasn't a rumor, dude, because this is supposed to be the last update for ACC. This is the last thing they're gonna do.
Hmm.
Whatever this has right here, this will be it
Hmm.
because they're gearing up to drop a Assetto Corsa 2 next year,
Yeah.
right? So, um, wait, Zone said it also has damper settings update.
Hmm.
Okay, he is. Oh shit. Okay. Um, So once they do this, they're going to be done with ACC for the time being. Then it's AC2, right? Assetto Corsa 2. And then after Assetto Corsa 2, then they're going to come out with ACC 2. So I literally think after this one right here, they're done.
Yeah, but there'll still be people playing ACC, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I
Bro,
mean, AC2 is not going to be the same thing as
dude,
ACC, right?
no, AC2 is going to be an update because remember, AC and ACC use two different engines.
Okay.
Right? ACC uses Unreal and
Hmm.
AC uses like their own in-house engine. Okay,
Hmm.
so when I was reading the article about AC2, it's an improved, updated version of their own 3D engine.
Hmm.
So it'll be like AC, but just better,
Hmm.
right? And based on how they're using an updated version of this, or I don't know if it's an updated version of the same engine or if it's basically just like a completely new version of the same engine. But the notion here, from what I'm hearing, is that it will be compatible with all of the mods from AC. Okay,
Okay.
so when you migrate to AC2, right, all your mods should still be compatible.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's why they couldn't go with Unreal in that whole
Hmm.
setup because then that whole mod market, dude, it's canned, it's gone,
Gotcha.
right? It's gone. So, I want to say that the developers, what's I forgot what it's an Italian name. I'm trying to remember how to
Who
say it.
knows?
Yeah, I think they were mindful of the mod market for AC, and they
Hmm.
wanted to make sure that all of the mods and all because dude, you got like what is it, VDC Virtual Drift Championship, right? Dude, they run it on the Assetto Corsa platform, right?
Hmm.
There's so many people who do different things, especially
Yeah.
like with regards to say like content creation stuff like that, using Assetto Corsa, and it incorporates mods, and you know they would literally can a lot of their consumer base and customer base and market
Hmm.
by doing if they, okay, so if they did that, one or two things is going to happen.
Hmm.
Either no one's going to update, right? No one's going to, well, basically no one would update because their mods wouldn't work,
Yeah.
right? So no one would have a reason to get the updated version. They're like, you know what, I'm just going to rock with AC with all my mods, dude. It's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they were mindful of that, to make sure that the mods were compatible.
Got you.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's well, I mean, I guess now this would be a good question to ask after all this information that we're coming up on within the past week, man.
Hmm.
You know, Yada man in the chat, he asked, what are you most excited for in the new update? Update. So
Mm.
that's a question to everybody. So
The new
what are you guys
whips.
new whips?
The new whips.
Well, you're not Porsche no more. So what you excited
Nope.
for?
I just want no, you know, I just want to check out the new whips, man. You know, I was geeked when the 1.8 update came out and the GT4 cars. You
Yeah,
know, I didn't do a whole lot of driving with GT4 just because I don't really like the style and
yeah,
the speed of the cars. But it was just new cars, right? So it was
yeah.
something new. So I always like, dude, I love that 1.8 update. It just made the gameplay a lot better, right?
True.
That 1.8 update, like, it was very noticeable. Everybody like raved about it, right?
Hmm.
And then they brought the BMW M4
M4, yeah,
GT3 on
because it was
board with that.
M6 prior to that, right?
It was the M6, that bullshit
Yeah,
car that nobody drives.
long ass car.
Yeah. so so they brought the M4 on board, did the update. It was
Yeah.
butterific. You know what I mean? So, hey, we're gonna do it again, 1.9 update.
Now, I
And then we got
mean,
the new car pack. That's
hey,
what's up.
I'm really interested to see what that Ferrari is like, though.
Hmm.
I'm really interested, but I know everybody else is too. Because to
Well,
be
if you've
honest
seen
with
it in
you,
real life.
oh yeah, but here's the thing, though. But here's the thing. Most people are really only interested in that Ferrari just because if you think about it, all the other cars that always come up on this game, every time it's a new pack or something like that, they always look
Hmm.
the same. The Porsche looks the same. The Lamborghini looks the same.
Looks the
The
same. Yeah.
Ferrari is literally the one
No,
outside of the M4.
it's a whole new car.
It's a whole new car, but
Whole
outside of
new
the
car.
M4, but the M4 and the M6 look kind of very similar in a sense. You know what I mean?
Dude,
But
I'm gonna tell you right now, the M4, dude, that you already know. I'm driving the M4. That M4 and the M6, dude, it is like night and day. That okay, it's almost like the M6 is like the Boatley,
yeah,
right? And that M4 is just a nimble missile. I
yeah.
love that thing, right? So that's why it's like, you see the M4, no one drives that M6, bro.
I don't know
Nobody.
why anybody would at this point. So Yada man, he says
New gen
the new
Porsche.
gen better the Porsche. You're not gonna lie. So he's liking that new Porsche, man. Hey, look, I'm not trying to really sleep on that Porsche though.
Nah, no.
I'm not gonna sleep on it, man. I think that Porsche, it looks pretty cool though. I ain't gonna lie. It's just I can't get down with the physics of the car.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, man. I don't know how long you've been around here, bro, but man, I've been. Well, how's it? Like the last month, I was battling with that damn Porsche, trying to bro, I can't ring it. I love Porsches. I love the sound. I love the sound of the gearbox and I love that shit. I just can't drive that thing for the life of me, bro. I just think it suits a certain driving style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, if you've got the driving style that Porsche fits, I would say have at it. For others, I would say you can really try to learn it. It might be
Hmm.
difficult if it doesn't suit your style, though. Trust me on this.
No, I believe you, man. I believe you because I've driven it on I've driven it on iRacing. I've driven it on ACC and I've driven it on AMS2. And relatively, they drive the same everywhere.
Hmm.
It's kind of like unpredictable, but it is predictable in the sense
Yeah,
that you know it's not going to do what you want it to do.
yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's
That's
the
what I mean.
predict. That's the
That's what I mean.
predictableness of
There's a part
it.
of it where it's like, when driving that Porsche, man, there is a level of unpredictability Whereas
Yeah.
like with the BMW, man, I'm way more confident driving that thing.
Yeah. Nah. All right. Well, let's finish this, man. We got high negative toe setups
Okay.
banished. The revised tire model works with changes to alignments and I've never seen that word in my life. Symbiosis,
Symbiosis.
symbiosis. There must be some British stuff.
No,
Uh,
symbiosis. It's like two things functioning together.
oh, oh.
Yeah.
So in conjunction.
In
All right.
conjunction, we're
So
learning big
all right.
words, you
All
guys.
right, so here we go. I'm gonna read it like I want to read it. The
All right.
revised tire model works with changes to alignment in conjunction with with updates that will influence each tire differently on the car. As a result, according to Eris, there will be greater vehicle rotation under acceleration, meaning setups with negative toe should be banished. Now, interesting. He said,
Hmm.
as a result, according to Eris, there will be greater vehicle rotation under acceleration. In the NSX, that's going to be hell because that NSX
Uh-oh.
is it's a pain it's a pain like on like long like the 180R on
Hmm.
Suzuka. Like if you're not accelerating on that turn, you're going into the wall. Like you can't slow down. You can't slow down to slow down. You have to actually speed up to slow down. It's weird. I
Jeez.
don't know. I'm curious to just see how this is
Wait,
going to
wait, wait,
be,
wait,
man.
wait. Are we even sure that that's even the case with this new tire model and every damn thing else?
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying you're saying you have to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speed up to slow down. But I'm like, okay, but with all these changes and stuff, does
Hey,
that
you know
does
what? You know what? You're right. Maybe I'm putting the cart before the horse
that's what I
because
was like, I
I
don't know,
I
dude,
don't know at this
because
point.
yeah,
Maybe we don't. Maybe
because
none
I
of us.
don't know
Well,
either.
there's a well. You know what? I say there's probably a good few people that do know, but I don't know. Um.
Yeah, yeah. You know, whoever's been lucky enough to like be testing this stuff, what's his name, Nils?
Mhm.
he's he's probably gotten like some access to like beta,
Right. Nah.
ACC beta
What's his name?
1.9 or something.
Yeah. Hey guys, I know you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm putting a link to where you guys can check that out.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
but here's the model that they have. I can't really tell what's going on here, but they're basically saying like with the camera, the negative toe, how it's going to impact the temperatures, I believe.
Hmm.
But yeah, thanks
Okay.
to the here we go. Oh, thanks to the aforementioned tire temperature tweaks, setups with ridiculously high negative toe or camber values should overheat the tires. Ooh.
Wait, wait,
Well,
wait, 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 wait.
well, that's
You,
key right there. That's
yeah,
key right.
read that again. Read that again.
Thanks to aforementioned tire temperature tweaks, setups with ridiculously high negative toe or camber values should overheat the tires, negating any advantage. So basically,
Yeah, it should.
so okay, so that's good then. So
Yeah.
that's not really bad for us, though, in a sense. But a lot of times people were using negative toe to get the car to rotate.
But yeah, but see, in the real world, now let's do this, dude. When we race karts, right? So when
Yeah,
we're setting the fucking pills and you know what I'm saying, we're setting
yeah.
the pills and everything on the front of the cart. Now, if we dial in, okay, if I set your cart up and I dial a ton of camber into the front tires, bro, what do those tires literally do? You can literally see them doing it. When you're on track, what do they do?
Well, I mean, I know they're wearing on the
Well, I
inside.
mean, you see it literally scrub the rubber from the inside and throw it out, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Right. Okay. The mere fact that it's scrubbing and it's generating rubber, it's emulsifying it. That's where the heat is.
So it's generating more heat. So this
Yeah,
just
so
makes
that's
it
what I'm
more
saying.
realer. Yeah.
That what this is why this right here is totally accurate because it's saying, okay, if you dial in negative camber, right, you actually generate more heat. What you do
Hmm.
is you reduce the contact patch.
Hmm.
So now that small little patch generates more heat. That's why I was like, when you're driving a cart and this happens, you could literally see rubber like just build up, and then when you make a right turn, you see rubber just fly off right to the right
Yeah.
side, and then if you make a left turn, you see rubber fly off to the right side, and you make a right turn, you see rubber fly off to the left side of the tires, because it's literally emulsifying. That's how much
Hmm.
heat it's building up, and once that happens, you already know, dude. Like you're getting uneven wear, you're not getting even contact patch on the front, And so you don't get the proper grip, you don't get the proper performance. So what they're talking about is completely accurate. If you
Yeah.
dial in a bunch of camber, it's going to generate heat not in the way you want it, and as a
Hmm.
result, the car should actually react.
You know what I'm starting to think now, based on what you said and what I just read, well, what
Hmm.
we all just read right there.
Mm.
Maybe I'm kind of like panicking in a sense, and it's not warranted because
No,
you
it's
know what I
not.
mean. Because it's kind of like,
Hmm.
all right, listen, just don't put no negative toe. Just run a safe setup
And then dial it in as
and then
needed.
dial it in as needed.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I just think that it's going to be it's going to be more sensitive when you do dial in the negative, because it again, the more negative toe you dial into those front tires, the more heat it
Mm-hmm.
generates on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then if it's generating heat on the inside of the tire, there you have the brake discs right there, the ducts are right
Mm-hmm.
there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that kind of then also affects the overall handling and the functioning of it with regards to the front of the car anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're just making that tire model where that negative camber position. Because see, think about it like this: if there wasn't any sort of like physics effect by
Mm-hmm.
doing it, I could understand the logic behind just dialing in a shit ton of negative camera to get a ton of fucking grip, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's not going to be any kind of repercussion from it, you know what I'm saying? But in the real world, if you do it, we just talked about what
Yeah.
happens if you do it in a cart, right? That's what
Exactly.
happens in the real world. Yeah.
So it what it seems like to us, well, it seems like to me, what Assetto Corsa is doing without
Hmm.
telling us is
Hmm.
they're basically catching all the people that are finding these little hacks and they're saying,
Yes.
nah,
Yes.
nah, 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 we caught you. We're not
Yes.
doing that no more. Because that's
And
a hack. You know what I mean?
and
That
that's a
negative toe, that's a hack.
actually.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good. I didn't think of it from that angle, right? I'm thinking of it from sort of like a real world scenario, and they're
But
just trying
that real world wasn't existing in
in the
ACC.
virtual world, right? And
Ah,
in the virtual
yeah.
world, hacking does, right?
Yeah, and it's not like it wasn't like a
Or
hack
cheating.
like
Let's just
it
say it was
wasn't
not a
like a
hack. It's
it wasn't a hack like it was like a well we just know that the
okay.
game doesn't realize it.
Exploitation. It's an exploitation.
Exploitation.
Yes.
Exactly. So that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
So now ACC is just trying to take it to another level and just be like, okay, we realize that you guys saw this hack. We couldn't fix it quick enough.
Fair enough. Fair
So,
enough.
so now we're gonna try to make it more realer in a sense. I mean, that's fair enough.
That
I mean,
no, it
really,
dude. That's really what it should be.
but you know that doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. That really technically doesn't bother me too much. It's just
No.
because the thing about it is, mark my words, it's only gonna take a week for people for top of the line guys like James
What? Find
Baldwin
something
and all these
else.
people. James Baldwin. What's the other guy? Jardier.
Jardier.
It's only
Yeah.
gonna take a week for them to figure it out. A week for them to start putting out setups and stuff like and be like, after doing so much testing and blah 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 blah, bam, they got it figured out.
All
That's
of a
exactly
sudden,
what's
dude,
gonna
they
happen.
just fucking setting track records.
Yeah. All right, but for example, a high negative toe value should now overheat the inside of the tire, which we just said, while
Hmm.
simultaneously the outside of the tire will become too cold. Okay, as
Yep,
confirmed in the stream, this affects all tires across all vehicles within a set of
as
course
it
competition.
should.
And the guy with the stream is Aries.
Oh, Aries drives. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he has one where he's talking about the tire. I would check that out, guys. Um, I would check that out for real.
Yep.
Negative toe is unrealistic. Too much negative toe. I feel like they're saying exactly what you said. Negative toe is unrealistic. Too much negative toe
Hmm.
shouldn't give the performance advantage that is given in version 1.8. Explain, yeah, Vasil.
Wow, wow. How come we never knew about that?
Right? It's crazy.
Huh.
That's not to say some real world teams don't use negative toe occasionally or in some situations, but they keep it in very small numbers. Usually, they don't even think about it because you can gain rotation in other areas. Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay. We're not going and saying we limited the negative toe and that's it. If we done so, we would have never found out the limitations of our physics engine. Now we know this, and we tried to overcome it and try to make it more realistic. For now, the version 1.9 update is PC only. Okay, so there was a guy that asked a question in one of my comments from my last video, my ACC update video,
Mhm.
top 5 reasons you should be excited about it. He asked, "Is this only PC?" Here's your answer: it's PC only, alongside the latest DLC, with consoles expected to follow at a later date. Okay, at a later date. Let's check this one out real quick. Um, this was this was recently. Okay, we got a Assetto Corsa Competition version 1.9 received suspension and force feed changes.
Oh, wait a minute. Force
Okay.
feedback and dude, we're changing the whole. Well, not changing. Well, it is changing the whole feel, or
Yeah.
just the. Okay. Well, let me go ahead. Go ahead. Go into it.
Oh yeah. By the way, what up? What up, Canon 7? What's the deal, man? Yeah, I
Yo,
like I like Aris
welcome.
videos, man. Yeah, he said Aris is a good vid to check out on 1.9. Yeah, yeah. I like him, man, for real. I'm gonna have to check out his I like the way he like explains things. It's very straightforward and not too hard to comprehend, you know? Further details about the upcoming physics update for Assetto Corsa Competition have been revealed by developers Kunos, all those people. This time, this time
Yeah, all
revised,
those and all those people.
yeah, this time revised suspension, revised suspension.
Hmm.
I don't have a clue where we're going with this. Um, Dang man, he got all the inside information, man. I need to be
Well,
on his team.
Zone just put it in the chat. Aries drives as an engineer for ACC. He's a game development engineer.
Oh,
That's why he's got he's the plug.
oh, so that's why we should believe him.
Yeah, as the young people say, he's the
Oh,
plug.
he's the plug. He's the plug, man. Another day, another live stream highlighting further updates heading to one of our favorite simulator platforms. Yesterday, Aries provided details on a version 1.9 update to sit alongside the optional 2023 GT World Challenge DLC. It's optional, so that means you can buy it.
Whoa.
All
Say
right,
that
well,
again.
yesterday Aries provided details on a version 1.9 update to sit to sit alongside the optional 2023 GT World Challenge DLC. So maybe
Okay.
the update is mandatory, but
So the
the
1.9 is going to be just like a software update,
correct with
and
the
then
tire model and everything else.
right, and then there's the car pack that you have to purchase.
Correct the Muno. Correct the
Yada
Muno.
yada yada. Okay, we got it. We got it. We
Then he
got it.
covered tire pressures. Then he covered tire pressure changes and how the rubber will behave differently. Today, 16th April, he covered suspension component changes, which could change the way you approach curbs. This
Oh
should
my
help
god.
you out. This should help you out
Yeah.
if you
Let's
drive the
see.
Porsche. If you still drive the Porsche,
No. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back. Nope.
New bump stop system. Unlike the existing version 1.8 physics set, 1.9 will introduce a maximum compression travel of 20 to 30 millimeters for the suspension's bump stops. In the past, the bump stops can compress infinitely, which doesn't make sense.
What?
But in the past, the bump stops could compress infinitely, which opposes their primary real world role of limiting the suspension travel to avoid parts making contact that could cause damage. Yeah, why would it compress infinitely anyways? Because you blow your
Well,
shit
yeah.
up.
So I was like, well, wait a minute. Like that doesn't make kind of. What would be the point of having like a bump stop setting and all this kind of stuff if they can compress infinitely? But maybe that was kind of the thing that they've kind of run into that they saw. They're like, wait, why are we doing that?
Well, if they can handle them infinitely, then that would means that cars would be handling like bumps like nothing,
Well,
which
I
is
was gonna
not
say that,
realistic.
so which would negate the whole point of having like suspension settings if you could just take curb. Look, that last session we did with that Porsche
Yeah.
at Zolder,
Yeah.
like if that were anyway, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I guess what we're seeing here is that 1.9 is just like really just making sure that they can take care of all the people that have that have hacked the system or infiltrated
Well,
this, not
just
infiltrated,
exploited it. Just no, it just
exploited
exploited
exploited everything.
those little things. Look, and
It's not real.
this is not directed to anybody in particular, but
Well, I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean.
no, I
It's
know
kind
what
of.
you mean. I was just gonna make a statement. I was just gonna be like, you know, you have to be an ACC geek to be like, ooh, I just found something. Yeah, I thought ACC was pretty stout, right? It wasn't as if I was just sitting there like, you know, oh, there's like this hack or something. I'm like, how do you find a hack in ACC? But apparently, there's people out there. What? Not a hack, an exploitation, right? Little things like infinite bump stop travel or something rather,
Hmm.
and the tires not generating heat properly given negative camber settings, for example, right?
Hmm.
So it's like, how the hell did you find that out? But you did. So
Here we go.
yeah. Okay, Canon 7 said the 296 Ferrari, Lambo Evo 2, Porsche 992, and the Valencia track. That's with the pack.
Yeah, apparently that's the pack that's happening right now.
Right. So no GT2?
I mean, here's the thing though. If you're saying that
Oh.
there's not another update, then I just don't know when the GT2 is going to come
I
out
heard
then
I
because
heard
they
that
said
this
it in the press conference.
I know, but I heard that this was the last like like now maybe I got it screwed up. Maybe they meant this is 1.9 is the last
Hmm.
update with regards to just the ACC kind of like software update type of thing.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
there could potentially perhaps be a DLC later GT2. Cuz damn, I'm waiting for that. I want a GT car, maybe slightly fast or maybe slightly faster. I want to try it out. And
You know
and
what?
and ACC is the perfect platform for that. I would love a faster car in ACC. That would just be the excrement.
Hey, sidebar: would the GT2 cars be kind of what's similar to the GT 500 cars of Super GT, but
Yeah,
just less aero?
less aero because they're still production cars, right? So yeah, it would be like we're scratching that. We're scratching GT 500 territory.
Okay.
Yeah, we're scratching that territory.
You know, they should ghost drop the GT2 content. If they ghost dropped it, you know
Oh,
what they would do for content creators like me? Like that would be
bro.
beautiful if they ghost drop it. They
Oh
pulled
my
they
god.
pulled a Beyonce or they pulled a Drake and just ghost dropped it.
Beyonce.
No, I'm being serious. They was just
I know.
like, oh yeah, and let me make a clarification, Beehive, or whoever Beehive.
Beehive
I
Nation.
ain't saying nothing about Beyonce. I'm saying that ACC Kunos
Yeah.
them should ghost drop
Yeah.
some information for us. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
Please don't
Yeah. Yeah.
contact me. Please don't
Yeah.
go at me. I mean, come at me if you would like, because it's just gonna bring more
Well,
traction to the
just
channel.
make sure. Just yeah, I was gonna say, make sure if you do that, make sure you subscribe. It's
Yeah, please,
just
and
do
get my
that.
watch time. Get my watch time up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For real. No, hold on. I gotta say it like you boys out there in California. You know what I mean? Or
You
how
know
you
what I
say?
mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All right. It would mean you could create a custom setup with soft springs to ride the bump stops continuously. This pushed the car lower to the ground, resulting in less drag and more straight line speed. In theory, now this will be no longer possible as they stop compressing after a short travel, which in turn forces the drivers to use a setup that includes stiffer springs and rebounds in order to have enough usable travel.
Ooh, I don't know. That kind of sounds like that might, suit my liking in terms of, feel for the car.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on. We got Pop Girl Beauty in there. She said, "Someone say Beehive."
Yeah,
Listen, we'll
we
say it
did
again.
say
We'll say it
beehive.
again. Listen. We not talking about the Beehive. We saying that we want a ghost drop pack,
We
just
want to
like
use
Beyonce and
beehive
Drake.
tactics. We want to use beehive
Yeah, we
tactics.
want Beehive tactics. That's it. We not saying
Yeah.
nothing. But if you guys are gonna come here, just make sure you guys get
Yeah,
them
make sure you
subscribers
subscribe.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
Get them
Just make
subscribes up
sure. Yeah.
and get that watch time up. You know, don't be
Yeah.
coming over here just mooching off nothing.
She says
Um,
she said, mm-hmm.
right. All right. I'm gonna shut up. because they're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, don't call him crazy, dude.
I'm not calling them crazy. Listen, the more you keep bringing it up, the more I keep
All
putting
right, let's go.
myself in
Let's
a
go.
grave.
Let's move on.
All
Let's move
right,
on. Yeah.
dampers tweak
Make sure
two.
you subscribe, Pop Girl. All right, go ahead.
Bit. Dampers tweak two. Another revised element alongside the new bump stops and tire pressure management will be dampers that work differently when changing the slow speed damper stiffness. Fast damping, it should be dampening. Fast damping simulation is also said to have been reworked. The net result being different car behavior over curbs, bumps, and undulations.
Hmm.
Hmm. That's
Okay.
what a zone was talking about when he was talking about dampers, though.
Yeah.
Dampeners. All right,
I don't know.
all
I
right.
think Zone might be a ACC engineer.
I know. It's so
Just low key,
crazy.
bro. Low key, dude. And just
And it's so crazy. Every time he gives you all those setup changes, those setup suggestions, and you're like, we're not listening to zone. He's just a troll. He knows something, bro.
No, no. When I say he's a troll, I'm just clowning him, dude. I know he's not a troll.
He is a
He
troll.
be trolling, but that's not me. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So it's
he's a real troll,
yeah, yeah. No, he knows how to troll, dude, with the best of them. But seemingly he knows his stuff, dude. That's why I'm like, bruh, like get your rig together, bro.
Yeah, he be talking, but I don't even think he can really drive. He got a
Ooh,
I think he has a WRX, right?
yeah, he's got a Subi.
He probably has an Integra, like a 1996 or something.
Damn. You mean with like the JDM
Yep.
the JDM front end, but he
Yeah.
doesn't have the actual motor in the car.
Nah, he doesn't. That's zone.
Damn.
That's zone. We'll take it one step further. He has a Prelude,
Oh no, you just went with the Prelude, bro.
but not the
No.
rectangle eye Prelude. The other Prelude,
Which
the
one?
the older one.
Oh no, that's even worse. Well,
The
wait, there was one that had four-wheel steering, dude. Do you remember that one?
wait, 4-wheel steering.
Yeah. It was a Prelude. It had four-wheel steering.
All right, we need to start a hashtag in the chat. Bring back the Prelude. Hashtag bring back the Prelude. I used to love that car though. I used to think the
No,
Prelude was
no,
a really beautiful
the
car.
Lude was like the it was like the 240 SX of Hondas.
Why did they discontinue that car?
Um,
Well, I guess
because
they ran out of money though.
no, they didn't run out of money. It's Honda, dude. Like Honda was just doing Honda stuff. They
But they started putting
because
more money in the Acura at that time, I would think, right?
well, what they did was they ultimately just invested in making ugly cars for a very long time.
Well, they just focused on the Civic after that, because think about it. After the Prelude, what was after that? There was
No,
nothing else.
it was the Civic and the Integra, right?
Well, we're talking about American side of the game
Oh, yeah.
because there was nothing. There was nothing else after the.
Well, the Lude, the Prelude kind of was it. It was kind of like it was hard to market it, right? Because it was all about the sport compact segment, and the Prelude wasn't a. I forgot what it was, what they classified it as, but it wasn't a sport compact. So the
Hmm.
Civic and the Integra fit that segment, and that's just. And then the Honda was just like, oh, okay, here you go, aftermarket, have it. You know what I mean? And the aftermarket did do well, the bigger companies did for the whole lineup, right? Like Trust or Gretty, people
Hmm.
like them. They had for everything Civic, Integra, Prelude, Accord, you name it, right? But yeah, the Lude itself, in terms of just like sales of that car, most cats were opting for Integras, bro, and they were trying to go with the crazy B20 Frankenstein swaps and turbocharged, and they
Hmm.
wanted a light chassis and a built motor, and
Yeah.
the Prelude was just heavier.
I mean, so you said the Civic was in the same category as the Integra, though?
Yeah, well,
Classified?
just what in terms of like this market segment, it's a sport compact. Well, you have like a compact sedan, a compact car, and then you have
Mhm.
sport compact, right? So both of them
Oh,
were
okay.
considered compacts. Yeah.
Gotcha. I got you. I honestly, for some odd reason, I thought they considered the Civic just a straight up family car because it was 4-door. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
they did have the 2-door SI.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like that segment, right, would be because it's based on engine. It's based on like vehicle size and engine classification, right? You see, so with the Integra and the Civics, none
Mm-hmm.
of the engines in those cars went from the factory anyway
Mm-hmm.
went above 1.8 liters. They were below 2 liters.
Yeah.
Okay, with the Prelude, it was 2 liters and above. So it put
Okay.
it kind of like there was a different kind of segment. The car was bigger engine, all that, right? So you have the compact segment, and then the Prelude. Like I said, it kind of falls in it, but it actually was like a bigger, heavier car, and it higher price point, served a different segment.
Makes sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
I
Zone said, "Hold on, I used to own an Integra with the J." How did I know?
yeah.
How the freak did
How
I know, dude?
how did you know?
Jesus, how did we know?
We called them out. We
Oh
called them out.
man, God dang it, Zone.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
getting
let's
back
go.
to it, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Force feedback changes. Last but not least, it wouldn't be a significant update to a simulator without tweaks to force feedback. Really, this is to match all the suspension and tire physics changes. Once again, to mitigate against the negative effects of excessive negative toe, which should now create less than ideal tire temperatures. It will also result in vagueness around the steering wheel's center when applied to the front of the car.
Hmm.
If at the rear, the force feedback system would now provoke fishtailing under braking.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right, let me read that again. Once again, to mitigate against the negative effects of excessive negative toe, which should now create less than ideal tire temperatures. It will also result in vagueness around the steering wheel center when applied to the front of a car. If at the rear, the force feedback system would now provoke fishtailing under braking. Damn.
Hmm. Okay, I can see that.
So it's kind of like it's like this. Like you're gonna be spinning out way more once this
That's what I'm
new.
saying. I can see what it's saying, right? It's
Yeah.
sort of when you look at the physics involved of like, you know, under braking, depending on the situation, get the car does fishtail. Now, what I notice again with the Porsche, I'm sorry, not with the Porsche, with the BMW, it does that a lot more than the Porsche does because the Porsche has the weight of the motor in the back, so the
Mm-hmm.
Porsche stays planted, but there's a lot of fishtailing that does happen
Mm-hmm.
um, with the BMW, but this is just going to be more pronounced given these changes right here.
Yeah. Well, changes to tire pressures are said to portray sidewall movement more noticeably through the steering, with low pressures requiring more steering input and higher pressures providing less input.
You know what? One other question I have just to throw out here. All of these things, do you think this would, without having to actually do anything to my little lowly G29 rig, do you think this would actually improve the feel
It
through?
could.
Okay.
It could.
Mm.
It could. I mean, honestly, who knows? This might
It's
work
it's
in
kind of
favor of people
sounding.
that actually driven.
I'm just throwing it out here. It sounds like it could, but maybe not. I don't know, but
I don't honestly. I think it. I think. Well, all right. Let's put it this way, right? So for people like that have direct drive wheels,
yeah.
so they have their wheels set up to a particular way. Like I have my force feedback set at this. I have my dampener set at this. I have my natural inertia set at this, and
Hmm.
it's very personal. It
Yeah.
works for
Yeah.
me, right? But it might not work for you. With these force feedback changes and all these changes that are happening to the car, it's gonna make people do like overhauls.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I
That's what I'm
mean?
like. Yeah. I'm like, do you think you're gonna have to go through your?
I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna rock with
You're just gonna
whatever it
rock with
feels
it.
like.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do that
Um,
too.
but I mean, honestly, but this is good. I'm gonna tell you why this is good because this is just an opportunity to learn for
Hmm.
everybody. Because this is now gonna make me learn way more about suspension, bump stop travel, dampeners, tire pressures. It's gonna make me learn more about the car. So ultimately, I get what they're doing. It's just to make you faster. It's
Yeah.
just if you have the right attitude, it'll make you faster, right?
Yeah. And
Um,
stop and to
so
stop the damn exploits.
right, for real. All right, the end goal, the net result should be once you dial once you dialed in a setup, cars in a setup Corsa competition that can travel over curbs in a more pliant, pliant fashion. In theory, this avoids some of the moments where a car could crash over a curb.
Oh
Reminds me of your Porsche. In theory, this avoids some of the moments
my
where a
days.
car could crash over a curb and then aggressively bounce out of control.
Yeah, yeah. Don't remind me.
So it's supposed to fix it. Yeah, it's like what I think. Who
I'm
said
not.
that?
Yeah, yeah, and I hope it does. I'm not going back in that Porsche though. But
Yada
yeah, I hope.
me,
I
Yada
yeah,
man, Yada
hope it
man
does.
said that. He said that in the chat. Oh yeah, by the way, Zone, yes, I got a 2020 WRX. A 2020 WRX. So it's the F20
Oh, the
turbo.
motor.
Yeah, whatever. But I had like anyways, but yeah, I kind of like since I haven't really been thinking too much about what I'm gonna do to the car, like other responsibilities to take care of at this point. So, but that'll be down the line
Yeah,
for
it's a
sure.
it's a daily right now.
Right? It's a daily for
Yeah,
real.
it's a daily.
The end result is that you can still make mistakes that will make your car bounce. You will also have to work on your setup in order to find the correct amount of stiffness, bump
Bro,
stops,
they
and
just nuked the
dampeners
whole setup
to
market,
make it
bro.
work. They did.
They
I'm
just
not
killed
saying you're.
the
Yeah, they made it
I
tough,
bet you like
man.
all these dudes are mad. They're like, fuck. Like they literally have to like go and redo their whole setups that they're
All
selling.
right. Hey, but Cannon makes a good point here. He says, I think that the default settings will be readjusted and be a good baseline based off of the new physics.
Oh, no, absolutely,
It's
man.
kind of like what we're saying. It's kind of like
Yeah,
what we're
yeah. I
saying. Like
think
if
it's
we just
gonna.
put
I
like a
think it's
safe
gonna.
setup, you'll be okay.
Yeah,
Or
I think it's
aggressive
gonna.
maybe.
And because like I said, man, when they did the 1.8 update, it was noticeable. The difference was noticeable, and
Yeah.
I'm saying for the better,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're reading all this. I'm gonna just kind of go with the assumption that 1.9 is gonna go the same way, right? It's ultimately is going to be for the better in terms of like the ability to mirror real world physics in a sim. um is just that because of this though, yeah, we will have to kind of do some retweaking, but I don't see a downside to it given how I thought the 1.8 and shit everybody else, when you go look at all the videos of people who did on the 1.8 update,
Yeah.
they raved about it, and I thought it was dope too.
Okay.
It's a minivan WRX. What the fuck?
Yeah. So he says mine doesn't have the new 2.4.
Ooh,
Everybody's always
you don't have
eh,
0.4 liters.
yeah, everybody's gonna always find something, but I just put it this way, right? You know, just because I have less liters than you does not mean that I'm not as fast as you. Because, for instance, right?
Ah,
You know,
burn.
you know what I'm saying? The Castro Super in JGTC, it wasn't running a 2JZ.
Nope.
It was running a
3.
3SGTE. So
Yes.
with that being said, in your face, lame. All
Wait.
right.
He said I have the same issue as you. Chill.
No, what you talking about, man? You
I
trying
know.
to right? Yeah. Oh man. All right. Yeah, man. Zone also said the setting market
Would
would
be
be
impossible
impossible
for them to
because
drive.
everyone drives
No,
different.
no, I don't know, dude. A lot of these dudes are selling setups, bro.
I mean, the thing is, there's so many setups for different cars. It's kind of like you just watch somebody that you think is fast, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You watch
Uh,
somebody on YouTube, you watch their personality, how they give direction, how they talk about their setups, and basically you just downloading stuff because you like them as a person or you like them as a YouTuber. And then you find somebody else that you like their stuff, and then you see if it fits you. There's been certain people where I've downloaded their setups,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, and then you download somebody else's setup, and it's like, man, I'm like
It
a
worked.
second quicker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, setup market is always kind of like hit or miss. You just got to find what
No,
works for you.
I agree. I'm just saying that when you make these type of changes, though, like
Mm-hmm.
especially what they're talking about, you're talking about tires and suspension and steering as well, right?
Well, force feedback now, so it's
Force
gonna be
feedback.
steering.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, we'll take force feedback out of that. I mean, dude, tires and the bump stop, the
Mm-hmm.
you know, I do think that there's going to be some readjustments that are going to have to be made to some of those paid setups, just based on I'm
They don't
just
work
take,
though.
huh?
They won't work anymore.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to have to readjust those setups They're gonna have to go and update them to make them viable. That's why I was like, oh, they just reset the whole setup market.
Well, Zone said he saw Aries drive zero downforce on the wing on the Porsche. Um,
Zero downforce.
so that would
Huh?
mean so that thing
Did
was
it did it
light.
stay on did it stay on track?
That's what I'm saying. That thing was light.
Canon 7, he said, they are feeding this info bit by bit, which is easier to learn these new aspects of the suspension that I just left alone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, all right. So you also have to work on your setup. We already talked about that. I'm not
Oh,
saying
wait, he said it was on track, no crash, but the car. Okay. Well, yeah, he lowered the shit out of the car. Okay.
okay. I'm not saying you're going to get 1.9 and instantly jump over all over the curbs, and nothing will
Then
unbalance
nothing
your
will
car.
happen, right?
That's not going to be the case. But for sure, I believe we have a very good improvement. And now you can also control even better than the bouncing by working together with springs, dampers, and bump stops. Okay. Um. So yeah. Detail. Okay, we should read this. Version 1.9 will also include tire model change detail earlier and provide the basis for the paid DLC, which
Uh-oh.
includes Valencia, three new GT3 cars, 2023 service. Season liveries for these are to satisfy at a later date.
Hmm.
All right, so guys, so it's looking like on my last video where I did the top 5 features you should look forward to. It looks like I missed on a lot of things, but I did get a lot of things right. So I'll take that. But yeah, but that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right. Wait, okay, hold on. We got Canon. I didn't think of that. Okay, what do you say? What do you say? What's here? More DLC content. I didn't think of that. Will folks get a refund or an updated setup? No.
No, you'll have to. You. I mean,
If you
if
bought
you.
somebody's setup, then
Yeah, they're gonna sell you the updated setup, bro.
because you know this is the same thing that happened in 1.8. This is
Yep.
the same thing that happened
That's
in
why I was
1.8.
saying they just reset the whole setup market again. Well,
Yeah, this,
especially with this one. Especially with this one.
yeah, this is the
Yeah,
exact
you're
same
gonna
thing
they're
that
gonna
happened
have
in
to
1.8.
change stuff, dude. They're gonna have to change those setups.
Nah. All right, man. Well, I'm looking forward to 1.9. Um, I know for me, I'm really interested in checking out the Ferrari. I love my NSX, but to be honest with you, I'm hoping that this change will somehow make the Lexus RC a lot faster because I've been wanting to switch to that car so much, but
That
the car is slow, so
was the first car I messed with when I got ACC, man. I
it
love that
sounds
Lexus.
beautiful.
It's badass. It's
Mhm.
just
It's not
out.
competitive,
It's not competitive. It's outdated.
but in LFM though it would.
Well, here's the thing, right? And uh man, I'll have to talk to you about this like tomorrow or something, dude. So like RCI, Race Club International, they're running like the single make series, bro. They run like a Lexus series where you just run all Lexus. So all the car, everybody's running a Lexus, or
Yeah.
like they just do it a Maserati. I think it was today.
Okay.
It was all Maseratis and stuff. So that's the cool thing I like about RCI is that they run these very unique like race series and stuff like that. They run the one makes. They'll do like the night owl series. So that means they go to different tracks, but every race is like a night race, right?
Hmm.
Or they'll do like the what do they call it? The rainy day. I think it's
Hmm.
called the rainy day series,
Yeah.
right? Everywhere you go, it's rain, right?
Yeah.
And then they do one makes and stuff like that. So um I would say like in an environment like RCI, especially in a competitive environment where they're doing
Hmm.
like the one makes, yeah, you get in there and you then yeah, get the Lexus,
I
right?
might check that out, bro. Because be honest with you, I'd never even thought about one make like series
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I think we're supposed to be doing a live stream on that, right? The different series and stuff like that. But that's kind of what I check out with all these different like various leagues and stuff. And the one that does stand out is RCI, Race Club International, because like I said, they get creative with what they do with their race series. That's what it's like the one makes, the Night Owl series, the Rainy Day series, all that. They get real unique with it.
All right, yeah, I'm checking them out now. It's just like, well, they got like open signups and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm that dude. That's why I was like, well, I'm not gonna do all that. We switched the car, and now the times are up. So I'm gonna get the LFM. But I was just thinking about because I have all of the stuff to go ahead and jump into an RCI event. So I was thinking about just jumping into there because the cool thing about RCI is like they live stream all their races on YouTube.
You know what the problem is with ACC though? I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm. What kind of candy is that, dude?
Charlie's.
Trolls. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so you know what the problem is with ACC, but it seems like nobody ever talks about it.
Hmm.
Everything is like overseas based. So
Oh, all the
like
series.
yeah, like so
Yeah.
like even in LFM, right? Whenever I'm in a lobby, there's
Hmm.
only like one or two one or two Americans, or it's like only one American. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like whenever I want to do a series race with ACC, the times are always messed up. So it's like either I gotta stay up, so I'm at a disadvantage to that person that's up at 1 o'clock in PM. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
not it sucks because it's always like a disadvantage. But there's a lot of private leagues and stuff like that. Like you can find them on Facebook and stuff. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like it's just that's one of the problems. That's one of the disadvantage in comparison to like iRacing. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I got the call it right here. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the link here, if that's cool with you, to Race Club International.
bet.
All right. And so, like I said, man, these are some of the leagues, man. Uh, I'm gonna dip my toes into because they got some pretty cool stuff going on. Like I said, RCI, I'm a huge fan of. Here, let's do that. And I was gonna let's see. So yeah, they got they have the endurance championship, the multi-class. So that's when they run GT3, GT4, Night Owl Championship. That's the night racing. They have the McLaren's Master Cup. They've got the GT4 Championship. They've got the Rain Race series. So these guys, I like what they do because they niche it up. They have the regular stuff, and then they make the one make stuff, and then they do like sort of like the special event rain based series, night racing based series. These guys are pretty good, man. There's the channel right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure.
Yeah.
Because outside of LFM, bro, I'm actually trying to join way more leagues because I'm kind of doing myself a disservice. Like, for instance, with LFM, if you
Hmm.
don't do a race before 5 o'clock, good luck on finding like a race with a bunch of splits.
Right. Right.
So like you'll be stuck trying to do like a race with not a lot of people, or you will stuck like just racing some people. Like you should always want to race people that are faster than you.
Hmm.
Sometimes you want to race people that are in your
Yeah, I
category.
know,
You know what I
right?
mean? Sometimes you want to like because
you just
sometimes
you just want to like win and shit.
or win or just be competitive. Because some of these
Yeah.
boys, they just be like, "What the fuck? Or your
What
car
they
on
were
steroids?"
exploiting. They were exploiting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
what I'm saying. Well, we're gonna see what's up after this 1.9 update, man.
because I got a
But
feeling those guys are fast regardless, though.
AO, like I was telling you, RCI, AOR, Apex Online Racing, there's a few other guys. But RCI, I want to say they're US based. I think these guys are US based.
Who?
RCI, Race
No,
Club International.
I'm seeing on like that Saturday Night Owl, the season 13.
Hmm.
It's saying like UK time.
Is it UK? They had American commentators, so well, I don't know. Okay, is it UK time? Let me see. because they just streamed today. They did the Maserati Cup. I watched a little bit. It was at Donington.
That's GT4.
No, GT3. Let me see.
Well, hold up. There's a ace. No, that has to be GT4, bro. Because there's no Maserati in the
Wait,
GT3.
no, maybe it was. Let me see here. Thank you. It was from today. Maserati Cup round two. I think it was GT4. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because I've never seen a Maserati GT3.
No, no, it's GT4.
Zone says you can't cheat in 1.9.
Well,
All
there you have it.
right, man. So what's up in Raleigh?
Unfortunately, man, we had a passing this weekend. Craig Breen. Yeah, it was a pretty bad accident. I I'm not bothering to play the video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. If you guys care to look it up, you can. But it's been a minute since we had passing, especially in something like rally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But no, Craig Breen, he's a Hyundai driver. Um, yeah, the car flipped and it came down. Like the way it came down was like just like right on the driver's side door.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I don't want to get into the details of it, man, and I don't even want to pull the video up. We look at it and all that. Like, if you guys want to look at that, you can. It's not something as even myself, Jamal. We're guys that we race karts for real. We've seen guys go up and over. We've seen kart accidents. It's not the prettiest thing. You know what I mean? And you don't wish it. You don't wish it on anyone. And you would rather not actually witness it yourself or see it if you didn't have to. So for that reason, we're not going to bring the video up. I'm not going to show it. It's on YouTube. If you want to see it, you can. But I just wanted to acknowledge Craig Breen's passing at Rally Croatia. And Zone just posted the information right there in the chat. Appreciate you, Zone.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Craig, man. Yeah, that type of stuff, man. It sucks, man, when that type of stuff happens because there's so much safety precautions that driving,
Hmm.
driving companies and driving like formats take. We try to prevent this type of stuff from happening, but it's just
I
sucks that
mean, and
it sucks that it happens though.
well, what happens. We talked about this. We were covering Raleigh towards the end of the last season. We were showing footage and stuff, and we were just talking about how these cars have kind of gotten up to Group B level, right? And if you go back to those mid '80s, when you got these stupidly fast Group B cars, and you just had kind of like people that just literally stood inches away from where the
Yeah,
cars were driving,
yeah, just
and
to get a picture.
yeah, and it was a really bad scenario where a lot of deaths occurred.
Hmm.
And so now, with these new Rally One spec cars, we're
Hmm.
back up to Group B type
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right? In terms of speeds and how these cars get down and stuff. And we just had a fatality,
yeah.
right?
But I mean, it's like when I watch rally and like you show me some of the WRC, it's
Hmm.
just I look at how fast they're going. I look at the acceleration. I look at the amount of skill that it takes to navigate them, themselves around that track, and it's just like it seems very dangerous. You know, it does. It seems very dangerous, and it's like my hat goes off to the drivers in that
Yeah.
particular category because they got a lot of courage. And you are putting yourself at risk. When you do that type of racing within rally, but my
Rally's
hat goes
literally the
my hat
most,
goes off to them, for real,
yeah,
because that's a tough sport to wrangle.
it,
You know what I mean?
it's literally the most dangerous form of motorsport, bro, if you were to ask
I
me.
believe it.
Well, you know what? I would say no. Okay. With the exception of say like Isle of Man
Oh,
tourist.
God, yeah,
bro.
I've
That
seen
like
some
that
videos.
that like
Yeah, that's
insane,
I've seen a dude go straight in the wall
bro. Like
and
outside of
get
that
up.
that insane stuff, because Isle of Man claims lives like damn near every
No,
year.
thank you. I would
Okay, no
never
thanks.
do. Oh
No,
man.
no thanks, dude. We're not doing that, right?
Well, honestly, I would never race motorcycles. That's one thing I wouldn't do.
Well, okay, you could, what they do Isle of Man in cars also, Subaru. Matter of fact, you know what? We can bring that up. We can look
Didn't
at it.
Travis Pastrana? Didn't he do all of it?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Travis. It was. Let me see who it was. It wasn't Travis. It was another guy. But they ran Isle of Man and set the lap record there. Now in a whip, I would do it. On a motorcycle, hell no.
Nah,
Because
I would do it in a car.
you seen the motorcycle stuff,
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen the dude go straight in the wall.
bruh. Come on, man.
That no, not no motorcycle. Like you see the wheels wobbling when they touch the
Oh,
ground and stuff.
yeah.
Like nah.
That's why I'm like, dog. Have you seen like the dude? It's insane, dude. It's stupid.
I
You know.
mean, yeah, stupid is a word because I wouldn't do it, bro.
Hey, it was Mark Higgins. It was Mark Higgins.
I would watch it.
Hold on. Let's see here. Let me. Yeah, yeah. This is it right here. Now, if I was in Mark Higgins, if I was in his whip, I would do it.
Hmm.
But on a motorcycle, no way in hell. No way in hell. Yeah, yeah. Yes, zone. Yes, yes. Motorcycle death trap. Yes,
For real.
yes. And I love working on them too. I love to work on bikes and all that. I respect dudes that can ride those things. I'm just saying, dude, that motorcycles are the quickest way to die, bro. One of the quickest ways. Hey, in the private
It's too
chat,
easy. It's too easy to make a mistake.
it's way too easy, bro. Hey, in the private chat, I just put that link up. That's Mark Higgins doing setting the record on Isle of Man in the Subi WRX.
It's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
I'm not the sound man, I'm afraid. So no, the sound man isn't here.
It's a pretty suit.
Man, this dude, like I said, I mean, look, if you're down to run the Nordschleife, you should be down to run this, right? So that's where I'm like, I'm down to do this in a car. But even if you've seen motorcycle Nordschleife clips of guys on motorcycles getting it screwed up and crashing on bikes on the Nordschleife, I'm saying, dude, stuff like this, no, I'm only doing it in a car.
Yeah. No, I
Right?
agree with you.
If I'm down to do the Nordschleife, I'm down to do this, but we're doing it in a car, bro.
I'm not doing nothing on the bike, bro.
Hell no. No, me neither. Yeah, me neither.
Zone says he still has Sparkle shoes and gloves in his house somewhere.
See, Zone's just so go get him, Zone, and do something with it. Make a video so we can talk about it on this live stream, bro.
I'm
Come on.
convinced. I'm convinced Zone is AI. I don't think he's a real person.
He's a real person, dude.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna use my own mind.
He's
I don't
from
think
out
he.
here, dude. Like he's from my
Oh, even my
hood, man.
dad.
Yeah, yeah, he's a real person, dude.
I think he's AI. I think he was fooling you.
No, I've talked to him, dude. No, he's a real person. Wait, look at this shit. Look at this.
Yeah, I know.
The speeds, bro. Insane.
It's
I'd do it
crazy.
in the Subi, dude. I'd do it.
Oh, I'll do it in a car in a
Yeah, that's
second.
what I'm saying. I'd do it, bro. Not on a bike, bro.
Not on a bike. It's too risky.
Yes, he used to race at Willow, bro.
Man, those are some pretty gloves, though. I like those Alpine
Dude,
Stars.
yeah, his kit is dope, right? The Sparkle kit.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
One day I'll be doing this for my life.
Hey man, look, here's the thing, right? I know it's a grocery getter right now, bro. You gotta build your Subi up like this though. Ooh, look at that.
So I'm going to give me some 18 by 10s in the rear and
Mhm.
18 by 9.5s in the front. Inky RPF ones.
Ooh, RPF ones.
I'm just going to get those basic ones
Nice.
because I like the way they look. I know they're basic, but I like the way they look. And I'm just going
Just
to get
like
like
the anthracite color, like that's like the
yeah,
basic.
the silver.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I'm
yeah,
gonna get some
yeah.
like probably extended lug nuts That'll be good. Then I'll probably just drop it 2 inches, and I'll probably run a Tomei exhaust, a Tomei unequal header, a Tomei J pipe.
So you're going all Tomei on the Subi?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go Tomei.
Okay.
And then for the intake, I'll probably run a Grim Speed.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm just yeah, you okay, you saw it. Bro,
pretty.
this car is planted.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at that.
See, it's all-wheel drive, man. That's the all-wheel drive, though.
Bro, that car's planted, dude. Damn.
Yo, so Zone, I had a Cobb Sport intake one time with my Mazda Speed 3. Man, that thing was throwing check engine lights.
I'm just gonna run to the bathroom, dude. I'll be right back.
I bet.
All right.
That Cobb Sport intake on my Mazda Speed 3 was throwing so many check engine lights. It was crazy, bro. I know I had to get it tuned to get it tuned out, but I didn't want to get the access part. But I remember that Cobb Sport. It sounded pretty good though on my Mazda Speed 3. I was actually thinking about still getting there for the WRX though, but you know, I got a warranty and all. You know. But nah, this Subi is fast, man. It's like the more I see Subarus, like the more I'm loving them. I know I just recently got one, but it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing, you know. I was like, man, you can buy a car this weekend, and I figured out I figured out what I could get and figure out what I wanted, and this was like really the only thing on my list. Well, actually, this wasn't the only thing on my list. This car and the Corolla GR that was on my list, but I couldn't find a Corolla GR, so it was kind of pointless. So true, the access port, yeah, I agree. But for me, man, I'm not really trying to look to get so much power, bro. I'm just kind of get like some BPU, some basic performance, and then like just go from there, bro. Um, that dude's quick, bro. Yeah, he gonna be mad. Ulysses is gonna be mad. We watched the whole thing. He missed it. Yeah, that's the thing. That Corolla was over sticker price. Like that Corolla was like too high. You know what I'm saying? Like even like 3-4 years, and I might get one. But right now, it's just like everybody named Mama want one, bro. .400 wheel horsepower is enough for the street. Because 400 wheel horsepower on a all wheel drive, like that'll smoke a lot of cars. That'll smoke a car with 600 horsepower in the right circumstance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're on the tollway and you're just like opening it up, maybe not. But outside of that, like all wheel drive with 400 horsepower is pretty good. You know. Need more power. More power, baby. Oh, yeah, by the way, man, if you in the chat or you watching, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate that. Hit that like button and subscribe. So we got over 100 subscribers in the past 3 days. I want to say welcome, and I really appreciate you guys joining me. All jokes aside, I really appreciate you guys joining the channel. Like for real, I really appreciate it, man. Like you guys got me thinking each and every day what new content I can bring, what joy I can bring to your life. Because I ain't gonna lie, man, this shit is fun as hell, bro. I like doing this. It's just I like connecting with everybody. You know, my goal, like I've told everybody, is to create a community with Keita Auto. Keita Auto. My goal is to create a community to where we can all talk and all learn, because I don't know everything when it comes to cars, and I don't claim to. I just want to learn every day when it comes to cars, especially when it comes to sim racing and everything, because that's the goal, man. That's the goal. The goal is to be worldwide, and this should be my main job. That's the goal. but I want to bring you guys with me, bring you guys along with me. But like I said, I appreciate you guys joining my channel over the past couple of days. 100 subscribers in a couple of days, man. That's crazy. I never done that. I think the most I ever did was like 40 or 50, but I did 100 in a couple of days, and I really appreciate that. We on our way to 1,000. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we're gonna get there soon enough, man. For real, soon enough. Okay, so Zone is saying if you notice his front shocks, it's not hitting the bump stop, so the lips is hitting the street. Okay. If you notice the front shocks, it's not hitting the bump stop. So would that mean the bump stop would be like pretty low? If the lip is hitting the street, like the bump stop is really low? Because the bump stop was high, wouldn't it mean that it would have like it would stop quicker? Just a question. Just a question, because I'm not really that I'm still learning about like suspension travel and stuff. So when he brakes, the shock compress too much and it's hitting the street when it compress. So the bump stop is not bump stopping enough, I guess.
I'm back, dude.
You ready? I'm gonna run it back, bro.
Okay.
To the middle for you.
Oh,
There you go. Bazone's trying to teach me about bump stops.
yeah, he's always telling me to do, and I need to look into that, man. He's told me a couple times, man, change bump stop settings, stuff like that. But like I said, he's done. I haven't done much car stuff. It's been all karting for me,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's literally no suspension. It's all tire. That was why we were
And
talking
axles.
about. Yeah, we were talking about camber and stuff. I was really kind of centered in on the tire wear and stuff because you could literally see it sitting in a cart. You can literally look at the front tires as you're going around the track and watch the rubber fly off of various parts of the tire depending on how it's set in the front. With cars, you got more to the unsprung weight aspect, i.e., the whole suspension side of things. So that's spring dampening, spring rates dampening, bump stops, the whole deal. Zone say you can increase the spring rate to prevent the car leaning too much in the front when braking. Yeah, that's something that I like. I try to, if I can, minimize as much. Like I said, how this car is planted, dude. It's just like wow.
So when you're increasing the spring rate, does that mean you're stiffening the spring rate?
Yes.
Okay,
hmm
so it won't compress as much.
That's why he was saying if you increase the spring rate, you can prevent the car from leaning because it's stiffer.
Okay, that
Yep,
makes sense.
and that's how I like, dude. It's like, dude, if you come up in karting and you learn how to really maneuver a vehicle with literally no suspension, right? Or if we're gonna call it suspension, we're gonna say basically that, like you said, the tires and the axle. Okay, then you go into a real car. If you can kind of keep that feel profile as much as possible, right? So even with a car, I would prefer it to be relatively stiff. That's why I'm looking at how he's driving it. I'm just like, oh man, that car's planted, man. I'd love to drive that thing. Like all four wheels stay on the ground.
Sorry guys, my camera died.
Oh man, we can't see anymore. Oh, no,
Right.
I'm fucking with you,
Good.
dude.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those dummy batteries yet.
The dummy batteries, like the one you plug into the USB thing, is like an extra.
Yeah, it's like continuous battery.
Bro, it's literally like ACC, the various camera angles.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, he
Yep.
set a record with that one, with that run. Zone said we can't see you eating.
Making you jealous, right? Yeah, man.
All right. Let's see here. We also had. Let me pull it up. Yeah, WEC Portimao, the 6 hours. Portimao. You want to show it? Just not play the audio.
Yeah, bet. I'll put it in.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
Thing.
do it right here. Let me find it. There you go. Right here. And yeah, see, for the U.S. market, they don't. All right. Well, here, let's do this. Here it is right here. Here's the highlights. Because they have the qualifying up, but yeah, I tried to catch the race. And it was like, it's not available in your country. Sorry. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah. Kind of sucked, but so I'll have to just wait for somebody to go ahead and just upload a rip. There, I just put it in the private chat. I have to wait for somebody to upload a rip so I can watch it. But I really did want to see what the Ferraris did and stuff like that.
All right, cool.
So the only thing I was able to catch was the onboards. Those are the only those are the only things we could watch here stateside. So I watched a lot of the Ferrari onboards. Yeah. Ooh, that Peugeot, dude. I get it. They're still kind of sorting some stuff out with that car, but man, it is gorgeous.
How many races has it participated in?
What ran last year too. So this is the second year that's running, but they came in like, oh, look at that Ferrari. Yes.
That Ferrari's no joke.
Man, I love it, dude. Hypercar. Ooh, something just flew off. That was about $100 worth of carbon fiber. It literally just flew in the air.
You said $100?
Yeah, this is a little piece.
Probably like five. That's crazy. Just
You're like, nah, I was like $500.
Yeah.
Wait. Why are these Ferraris getting at each other like this? Don't do that.
They might not be on the team.
Man, no, those are identical cars, bro. It's like, dude, this is an endurance race, dude. Don't do that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It is.
Whoa. Look. We got
that
Toyota
Porsche is
versus
not
Ferrari.
playing.
Let's go.
Oh, that's Toyota. Yeah.
Yeah. Ferrari. Okay. We'll have to cover Long Beach. Long Beach is this weekend too.
Oh, it is.
I'll pull that up too. We can look at some Long Beach highlights because
it's also Formula One race week too.
Yes. So there was a lot going on, so we just want to kind of get caught up here. But this was the WEC 6 hours of Portimao. Ooh. See that? Look. He just literally
look at that Porsche.
Look at her face. Did you see her face?
I saw it. Yeah, she's like, oh, he's in that Porsche again.
Oh no, the Porsche. I told you, man. Like I love Porsches, but man, oh man, they just do the darndest things. Ooh. You just took it to that Corvette. Okay. Damn. Well, we're talking shit about the Porsche. It's like, all right, man. Get out of the way, bro.
That's what somebody was saying. They was like hoping that the Corvette's going to be in ACC.
I was hoping too. You know what? But we covered on the last live stream we did the Mustang GT3. Yeah. Remember we showed the clip of that? I would love for both of those cars to be in it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Van Wall was running. Let's see here. Alpine, Glickenhaus. Gosh, man, Peugeot, they got to get that car sorted out, man. So that was just quick highlights.
So what we got, man?
Let's see here.
All right, man. Well, that's it for tonight, man. I gotta get to sleep, bro. I got a lot of
No,
shit
you
to
all
do in the
good, bro.
morning. But yeah, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Like I said before, I appreciate all the new subscribers that I've gotten in the past
Yeah,
3 days.
man.
That's about
Yeah,
about
absolutely.
about 100 subscribers, man. I really appreciate that. I'm overwhelmed by that
Yeah,
amount, man. Um, hit that like button, like Zone say for real.
yeah. We try to get to
Um,
500 by the end of the week and 1,000 by the end of the month.
yeah, for real. We're
Yeah.
trying to get to 1,000 real quick.
Yep.
Um, yeah, man. But if you like to, help support the channel, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to also donate to our channels, please pay attention to the ticker that's scrolling at the bottom.
Cash apps are there.
Cash apps are there. And like I said, man, I appreciate you guys joining us. Appreciate you, Zone. Appreciate you, Cannon. Appreciate you, Yada Man. And appreciate you,
Wait,
Pop
we
Girl
also
Beauty.
had what's her name come in. Hey, we weren't trying to offend the beehive lady.
No, 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 no.
No.
Pop Girl. That's the
Yeah,
wifey. That's
yeah.
the wifey. That's the wifey. But
Okay. All right. Well,
yeah,
just we weren't trying to offend the beehive. We weren't
yeah.
trying,
She'll
we
probably
weren't
beat me
trying
up.
to stir the beehive. Let's say.
Oh no, no, no. You can get more bees with honey.
Then you can with vinegar, right?
Oh, but anyways, outside of that, man, I appreciate you guys joining us
Wait,
for
real quick.
real.
I see Zone. I saw that
What do you say?
comment when that
Oh,
Porsche spun out. He said that's complex crash.
that's funny. That's funny.
All right.
Anyways, man. But hey, I appreciate you guys joining us. Like I said, man, just check us out, man. We constantly putting out content. We'll be over on the Black Brain Trust soon,
But
doing
also,
another engineering session.
as soon as this 1.9 update hits, you will be getting some content from us. We're gonna be testing, telling you guys what we think about the update, the new whips, all that good stuff.
Watch if the 1.9 comes out and I'm like uber fast. It's gonna be crazy.
Man, you know what, dude? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what's up.
What if that's the case? What if it comes out and I'm like
What if I'm
overly fast?
fast?
You
What if
fast
I got
now?
back in the Porsche and I was fast? You know what? I'm not gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
All right.
zone. Trust me, I'm already. Trust me, I already got content lined up in my head about 1.9.
Wait, he said stream every day and milk. Hashtag content strategy.
I already understand, bro. I'm about to milk 1.9. I got videos already coming
Oh,
out in
okay.
my.
You're already on it. You're
They're
already
already
on it.
coming out. They're already out in my head. I just have to put them out in the real world.
Well, you got to wait for 1.9 to drop in order to do it. So they have to be in your head for right now.
Well, the one that I dropped 2 days ago was in my head, but it just came out, and then that's where I had all those subscribers and those videos.
No, I'm talking about
Views.
like actually doing some stuff from 1.9, man. We got to wait for. And you said that's not tomorrow. It's Wednesday.
It's the 19th.
Oh shit! I thought it was tomorrow.
No, but I don't think what you understand what I'm saying.
Oh no! You're right. You're right. There's the software update, the 1.9 update which is just basically going to happen, and then there's the DLC.
It's on the 19th.
Right.
All of it's on the 19th.
All on the 19th. Okay.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying is, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, I'm the type of person, bro. So maybe it's just me being a photographer and a videographer for so long,
Mm-hmm.
but I already see things out in my head. Do you know from like creating like business deals and stuff?
Yeah.
You already see it in your head.
I know.
It's just about putting it out to make it real. So
Yeah.
like I got so much content in my head that's just waiting to come out.
Well, we're gonna get to it, bro. We got a lot of stuff to jump on, man.
For real, man. Anyways, man, I'm gonna
All
check
right, go
y'all
and crash
later,
out,
man. I'm
bro.
about to
Let's
go
go
to
ahead and
sleep.
yeah, I was gonna say let's go ahead and kill it, man, and we'll get back at it.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, y'all.
All right, peace out.